Let's see. I wonder if we're live. Are we live? Let me know if we are. Let me know if we are live. It looks like we are live. Looks like we have 33 people watching and that we are live. But I'm still waiting for a conversation or confirmation in the chat. Let me see. We are live. Thank you, Comfey, for confirming. Wonderful. I'm here in front of Sugamo station where I wrapped up my last episode of this Yamanote line walk, and today I will continue just following the train tracks and see how far we can make it. We should be walking this way. Unfortunately, no time for me to explore Sugamo today because that's not what this walk is about. But it's been a long time since I did a walk in this area, and it's a pretty interesting one, so who knows, I might come back here at some point. Okay, let's go. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in Tokyo. It's very clear and sunny. It's quite chilly. Let me see. My watch doesn't want to tell me the weather, but when I left home this morning, I was like an hour and a half ago, my watch said it was just 3 degrees. So it's pretty cool today. Oh, Martin, that's good to hear that you are alive. I'm relieved to hear that. But yeah, I think now it's been sunny for a few hours, so it's a little bit warmer, but still it's chilly. It's chilly. So of course it's a train tracks just down here. Now we have another Yamanote line train passing. So it's not very difficult, this Yamanote line walk. The train tracks are usually pretty easy to find and follow. So I don't get lost terribly often on these walks. Sorry about that. I know a lot of you really enjoy when I do get lost, but yeah. Greetings from the Philippines. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Suddenly, I don't know, it feels like there was some glitch or something in the beginning, maybe, because now, a few minutes in, it seems like a lot of people are sending their first message in the chat. That's weird. Anyway. Oh, and actually I just realized I did a little mistake. Just a moment, folks. So I actually forgot to take out my camera. I usually prefer to have a compact camera in my other hand as I'm doing these walks. I forgot to take that out. Let's see if I can dig it out with one hand from my backpack. Yes, there we go. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Please remember to set step count. Thank you, back in the clay. Yes, I have started tracking this walk already. But thanks for reminding me. Okay, now I have a camera in my other hand. Again, it's the little Canon G5X, which I do enjoy very much as a snapshot camera on my walks. There we go. Okay. Good morning, Daniel and Yuka. It's so confusing, your name I'm always, I don't know, I have the feeling that more often than not, it's only Daniel, even though it says Daniel and Yuka. So it's a little bit difficult to figure out how to address you properly. I love listening to music. I do. But these days, I don't know. I don't have so much time to listen to music, sadly. I used to be very, very passionate about music and go to live concert. I've even organized a few music festivals in my youth. But these days, it doesn't happen too often. But of course, I listen to music a lot, I would say. Not as much as I used to when I was younger, but still quite a lot. So those high rises that we see right in front of us, that should be Ikebukuro, which we should pass on today's walk, I think. For some reason I don't remember this stretch. I wonder if it has changed. It looks like this house on my left side is relatively new. Could be that it was not here last time I passed, or maybe I took a slightly different route 2 years ago when I did this Yamanote line walk last time. I do not know. Oh, look, here we have a little shrine with some nice, I believe these must be ume. But ume usually blooms, oh, they smell very nice. Ume usually blooms in February. It's still a little bit on the early side, but maybe these are ume. These two then. "99.9% it's me, Daniel." Yeah, I know. That's what I'm always assuming. And that's why I always feel a little bit awkward addressing you. So we are approaching Otsuka. Otsuka, is it Otsuka? I think it's Otsuka station on the Yamanote line. Is it true that when it's summer, Japan is humid and kinda no wind, so the air is dry? It's either humid or dry. It can't be humid and dry. It's very humid here in the summers. Wind, yeah, it's I don't know. There's wind in the summer. Nice little house with a blue roof here. But I remember, remember seeing that on some social media not too long ago as well. Like someone said, Japanese summer is dry, and I was like, what? Has that person really experienced Japanese summer? It's the humidity that makes Japanese summer so awful. I think it was last summer that was kind of making rounds on social media. So, I believe the train track should be this way. $100 viewers. Thanks for joining. Hey Brandon. Yes. I see the roof of a Yamanote line train over there, meaning that we are on our way. Right way. Looks like a brand new apartment building just got completed here. Oh yes, Otsuka station. First stop out of many today. That's a skinny building. Am I taking photos with my second camera? I am. I always do. Here's the nice little tram stop. And of course here we have the quite big JR station. I need to do the tram line walk again, I think. That was a really long time ago, but that's a very interesting walk. Do you post them and where? Yes, I post the photos on Threads and on Instagram. The links should be in the video description. I also have a wallpaper gallery with photos that can be downloaded in high resolution. That's for my Patreon supporters. Hello, Olive. Nice to see you in the chat. Oh yeah, back in the clay. You stayed around here? How was that? Was it a good place? I can imagine it's quite decent. Like, you can easily get around to most of the major neighborhoods, but still, it's not too busy. Has a bit of local vibe to it, like many neighborhoods in Tokyo. Three-bedroom tatami apartment nearby. Okay, 3-bedroom. That's big for a solo traveler in Tokyo by Japanese standards. I think maybe we can turn down here, because next stop should be Ikebukuro. And I just saw the Ikebukuro Sunshine Tower. Oh, let's dash. Oh, a little glimpse of Skytree back there in the far distance. That's nice. Yeah, that building over there, that's the Sunshine 60, which I think was the tallest building in Tokyo at one point in history. Not anymore though. But when it was new, it was a very tall landmark. But that might have been, don't know, I'm guessing sometime in the 70s maybe. Let's go down one block here. This is the kind of alleys that I love. One thing I see surprisingly often here in Japan that I don't think I will ever understand is people wearing bicycle helmets but without closing the latch. It's like, okay, if you go through the hassle of wearing a helmet in the first place, then why don't you actually make sure that it does what it's supposed to do? Very strange. And on a similar note, all the people wearing face masks, but then their nose is sticking out on top of the mask. They wear it like below the nose. That's also like, okay, why? Very strange. Oh, look, a sad park. How wonderful. This is quite sad. I would say probably 3 out of 5 sadness rating. At least it's not next to a big street, which reduces the sadness level a little bit. Was the photographer taking pics of Skytree on the tripod? No, I also noticed that I passed the photographer with a tripod, but no, I think he was taking pictures of the building just across the street, maybe for like some real estate ad or something, is my guess, because he was also using a ultra wide lens. No kids. Yeah, those kind of neighborhoods parks are usually, I mean, now in the middle of the day, on a work day, most people are in kindergarten or school. So not a lot of kids in the parks. But if you, maybe on a weekend, there would be some. Yeah, that was a sad park. 3 out of 5, I would say. Not completely super sad. If you had like a bunch of kids playing there happily, maybe it wouldn't feel so sad. I mean, an empty playground is in itself a very sad thing, but that's not what it's like at all times. think I can just cross here and continue straight, and that should take us in the right direction. If I remember last time I did the Yamanote line walk, I think I kind of got lost around that white tower we see here in the back, which is probably from some garbage burning plant. Nice little restaurant tucked away in there. Latchkey kids, a controversy in Japan. Kids by themselves at home. No, never heard any controversy regarding that. Don't know how common it is. I believe, I mean, since most people work a lot here in Japan, I believe kids have to learn to stay at home by themselves at a pretty early age. But don't know how controversial that is. Probably not very, considering that kids are in general very independent here in Japan. Okay, we're already at Sunshine City now. Let's cross here. I don't know why, but for some reason I just remember that at one point, this must have been a very long time ago, I took a night bus, I think from Osaka to Tokyo. From Osaka or Kyoto maybe to Tokyo. And I remember that bus arriving here in the early morning and me being somewhat lost and confused trying to find my way to the nearest train station. Oh, thank you, Jay Cho, for the super chat. The first one today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have you crossed in the Shibuya crossing with a lot of people? Yes. Many times on this channel and many times in my life. I've lived in Japan for 18 years now, and Shibuya is actually one of the closest major neighborhoods to where I live, so I pass there very often. Is it illegal in the US for kids to be unsupervised? Wow. Then how do people manage everyday life and manage being parents and also have a job? I mean, I guess that there's also some kind of daycare for school kids, We have that here in Japan too. But I remember when I was maybe 10 years old or something like that, I often went home after school by myself, and then my mom came home a few hours later. And yeah, that was nothing strange about that. That was in Sweden, of course, but close to our hood. Ikebukuro is pretty close. Yeah, it is, yeah. How did your body feel after the all-night bus ride into Tokyo? I don't remember. I mean, this must have been at least 10 years ago, probably more like 15 years ago. But yeah, I probably didn't feel great. And I'm also very bad at sleeping in unfamiliar places, so I don't think I got many minutes of sleep. So I was probably very, very, very tired when I arrived back home. I mean, I'm sure anyone who has been to Japan are familiar with it, but here in Japan it's normal for kids as young as like 7, 8 years old to take the subway by themselves. And I understand that that would be completely unthinkable in the US. Different culture, different safety standards. Bit of nice light there, so I snapped a few shots. A lot is becoming unthinkable in the US lately. Yeah, or I more get the impression that a lot of previously unthinkable things are becoming normal in the US now, which is just as bad. Let's see, I might have to mute this section of the stream later. This music might cause some issues. We'll see. Am I wearing a face mask? No, I'm not wearing a face mask. I did back in the pandemic times, but now I don't. I really don't like wearing them. And I also don't really see the point in non-pandemic times. We are just about to arrive at Ikebukuro station. We will at least continue one more stop today, maybe even longer than that, who knows. Looks like enough people are masking. Well, a lot of people are masking all the time here in Japan, but right now it might be a little bit more than usual because the flu is making another round, and a lot of people are probably trying to stay away from that. I just took the flu vaccine, and I also had the flu a few months back, so I'm not overly concerned. Ikebukuro is the most confusing train station. Yes, thank you. I totally agree with that. A lot of people are criticizing Shinjuku, saying that that's a very difficult station, but I don't know. I never have any issues at Shinjuku, but Ikebukuro always confuses me a lot. Maybe because I don't use Ikebukuro very often, and I'm quite familiar with Shinjuku, but to me, yeah, Ikebukuro feels far more confusing, for sure. Yeah, I also heard that this year's flu vaccine is not super well matched with the virus that's going around. But it seems like it still gives a decent protection, at least from severe illness. So. One thing I like about the Ikebukuro station though is that you have like some signs saying like, you know, usually they point at like this for east exit, for west exit, and then you have some signs saying just for sunshine, which I think sounds kind of nice in a poetic way. Of course, it's referring to the Sunshine City high-rise area, but still. I wish that I could always take that exit and always be greeted with sunshine. That would have been nice. But I don't think that's how it works, sadly. Yeah, the name Ikebukuro is kind of funny. On the bag is one way to interpret it. By the way, so completely changing subject now, but some of you know that I made a game for mobile phones, a music game. And I'm happy to tell you that it's finally released for both Android and iOS and available for download. I think I will make a dedicated video about it soon where I give you a little demo. But yeah, it's been taking I don't know how many years, but my developer has finally released it in the App Store. So that's exciting. The Android version was completed like a year ago, but the iOS version took some more time. And yeah, I think it's time for me to reveal the name of the game. Stay tuned. Ikebukuro Westgate Park. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's a few blocks down this way, right? It is indeed a nice park. Although very urban, but yeah, quite nice. What? How many years have it been? Good question. Well, so originally the game was released in 2011. So that's 15 years ago. Wow, 15 years, I can't believe it. So that's when we first released it. Me and my business partner. And then we didn't have time to maintain it. And it was eventually pulled from the App Store after a couple of years. But before it got pulled from the App Store, it actually managed to become the #1 downloaded music game in Japan, which is kind of crazy. But this was a long time ago. But anyway, then we've been talking about like re-releasing it all these years. And we restarted the development maybe 5 years ago, but I've been quite busy and my business partner has been probably even more busy. So yeah, it took a long time, but now it's out. I will make a dedicated video about it where I reveal the name. So sorry, stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and I will tell you about the game soon. Oh, thank you, Book. So the super chat didn't go through. I see, but thanks for trying. I appreciate it. T puts the T in the T's. I guess so. I guess so. Beware, the game will reveal T's secret identity. It will, yeah, it will, but I guess I just have to live with that. Oh, thank you, Intense Eye, for the super chat. Are foreigners not allowed in some banks? That's a interesting question. No, I don't think there's any banks that has a no foreigner policy. However, in order to be a customer at most Japanese banks, you need to show that you're a long-term resident in the country, and you also need to kind of explain to them why you need a bank account. And I know that a lot of foreigners who just arrived in Japan can have a problem with that, because I think you need to have lived in Japan for half a year with most banks these days. So maybe you heard something related to that. Oh, that's a nice shop sign. Just the space rocket and the moon. I wonder what shop that is. This one. Looks intriguing. Wonder if it's this tiny little door. Thank you for the walk in sunshine. Opened in 78. Okay, thanks for looking it up. So what does that make it? It means that it will turn 50 in 2 years. So 48 years ago. Thank you, Book, for the super chat, and thank you, Intense Eye, for the super chat. Yeah, not many super chats today, which is sad, but it is what it is. I think we are soon about to reach Takadanobaba, which might be a good place to wrap up today's walk then. How far have I walked today? 4 kilometers. Okay. Huh. I like all these the palm trees. Palm trees look very exotic to me. Did the chat just die, or did everybody just become very, very quiet all of a sudden? Oh wait, I think I said we're about to reach Takadanobaba, but actually I was wrong. I forgot that Mejiro is the nearest station after Ikebukuro. So let me see, where are we? Where am I? Where should I go? Oh yes, so I need to turn here. And that should take us on the right track for Mejiro. Ah, we're still here. Does the chat disappear on your screen? No, you're okay. Now you're talking again. We're all on the App Store looking for clues. Well, since you're asking so nicely, I can show it. I can show it to you. So this is my game, Rhythm Control. Look for that in the App Store and you'll find it. I will still make a proper dedicated video about the game soon, where I can show up my skills. Oh, thank you, Chaos Zombie, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Thanks to your support, at least I got the travel today funded. I appreciate it. So, oh, okay, Mejiro is this way. Mejiro is this way. Can you see the new chats? Yes, now I see the chat. The game itself is free, by the way, but if you do want to help me out, it would mean a lot if you could like download it and then give it a review. And of course, if you really want to support, also buy one of the song packs in the game, which will also remove all the ads in the game. But you should only do that if you actually enjoy the game. But yeah, if you can download it and review it, that would help a ton. Lots of YouTube videos of the game. Oh, really? I have not checked. Maybe from the, I know that there was some from the old OG release, like back in 2011. But are there any new videos? By the way, the best way to play the game is on an iPad, but it works on the phone as well. Diconsoft, yes. Good name, isn't it? That was the name we used for our little not so serious game studio back in I think we started making the first game 2010, and it was a very kind of chill project without much ambition, zero budget. But then the first game got a bit popular, so for the second one we decided to put a little bit more effort into it. How do I get to the store? On the song select screen there should be a store button or a shop button. I don't remember exactly the wording. So yeah, here's the title screen. And then here you have the shop button. You see that big orange button? Press that and you will get to the DLC shop. Basically this game is pretty much just a re-release of the same game as we made back in 2011. Maybe some small parts have been tweaked a little bit graphic wise, but most of everything, most of all the assets is just the original. You're lucky, T, since you're having such a nice weather over there. Cool. Thank you, Yari. Yeah, it's a nice day today. It's a nice day today. So, we are now arriving at Mejiro station. It's over there. And it's been an hour, but I think I will continue a little bit further. Let's do at least one more stop. You see the high rises over there? That's Shinjuku. Winter in Tokyo doesn't seem like winter to a Swede. That's right. It's lovely. One of the best things about living here is that the winters are so nice. I probably say it on every live stream I do in the winter months. But yeah, the fact that we have blue skies more often than not and relatively mild weather, that does a lot to my mental health. Where are we now? So we just passed Mejiro station and we are continuing south towards Takadanobaba. Super Chat App Store support. Thank you, Daniel and Yuka. Thank you. Hope you will like the game. I'm somewhat biased, but I actually think we managed to make a really good music game. it's kind of targeting the hardcore crowd, the kind of people who play games like Pop & Music, Beatmania, Dance Dance Revolution on a pretty high level, because that's what me and my business partner are, or at least used to be back then when we designed the game. So it might be maybe a little bit difficult to some people at first to get the hang of it, but once you do, and once you start being able to complete the higher levels, that's when the real fun begins, in my opinion. Comic Cat has a gaming section for small folks. Yeah, it would be fun to get a little booth up and promote the game there. Did you ever think of renting a table at Comic Cat or advertising the game? Yeah, I mean, I am thinking about it right now as we speak, how I can promote the game. The problem is just that time is always a limited supply in my life. But hopefully making a video and posting it on my YouTube channel should at least do something, hopefully. Brad says, T, you just really need to take a bow. How many people say they're going to set out and do something fun and interesting but challenging, and it just stays a dream? I'm very guilty of this. You did it. You're talking about the game? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, yeah. I mean, to be honest, my role is nothing compared to the hours that my programmer put in. He's the one who really did the heavy lifting. But, I mean, I played a pretty significant role in the overall design of the game. The first one, the kind of the gameplay mechanics. So I guess I do deserve a bit of credit for that. And also I handled quite a bit of the music selection and licensing. Let's see, let's try this side of the train tracks. No, I cannot walk down this way. I like how this vending machine is kind of like built into the wall of the building. Let's see. Konosaki ikidomari tachiiri kinshi. Okay, I'm not allowed to go down there. It said. hopefully here we should be able to turn. Yes, thank you. Yamanote line train over there. Or maybe not, maybe it was some other train line, I'm not sure. But anyway, we are very close to the train tracks. And we are on the right track to our destination. Seems that the sidewalks are getting more narrow on the Sud streets. Ah, a nice, lovely Jari signature spelling mistake there. Love it. Shin Mejiro Dori. I'm not sure where this road would take us if we had this direction. Wonder if it will ever turn green, or if we will be stuck here forever. Okay, no, it did turn green. Great. So, どうやって行けばいいかな? Wonder if I can go down and turn left here. Looks like it. Aha, Shimochiai. I see. So that's where I am now. That's a station on... Ochiai is a station on some subway line. I think maybe the Oedo line. But it's a place that I'm not so familiar with. I don't think I've ever explored this area right ahead of me, and I will not explore it this time either, because I am heading towards, oh look, a level train crossing. Oh nice. Coffee and wine. Looks tempting. Sounds tempting too. little bridge here. I wonder if this could be Kanda River. Nice view here. Oh, and okay, I believe we're already getting close to Takadanobaba then. This is probably the little back street that leads up to the station. Yes, station is just over here. Wonderful. So yeah, I will wave goodbye to you here at Takadanobaba, and that most certainly means that next episode should be the last episode, because from here walking all the way to Shibuya is not a big deal. Viral bakery truck, I see. I'm not aware of any viral bakeries, but okay. What time is it there? It's very close to noon. Takadanobaba station. Yamanote Line Museum. Wow, that's new. So I will wave goodbye to you here. As you can see, I just want to show you. We started, let's get a little bit closer here. So we started at Shibuya, and I walked all the way around. Today I started to walk in Sugamo and walked to Takadanobaba. So now we only have this section here left. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye bye, hejdå, auf Wiedersehen und Matane. Tschüss!